Hello and welcome to Sujith Talks. My name is Sujith Billa, registered migration agent here in Melbourne. This video is about the occupation ceilings. Yesterday we came to know that there were numbers released, occupation ceilings released, in other words, for financial year 2021. If you look back, last financial years we used to get excited like this, thinking that, oh, software and application programmers 8,405, but hardly we would get 8,000 invitation in total for 189 in the last financial year. So if you see in the last financial year how many invitations you got, you will see the numbers in total for 189 points tested 7,720. Now, when you see an occupation ceiling for software and application programmers as 8,405, don't get confused and think that you might get up to 8,000 invitations for software and application programmers, because that's not what's happening usually. Now let's have a look at what happened in July round. Invitations issued on 14 July 2020. 189 got 500 and 491 family sponsored got 100. Now what you see is a new table here, 2021 program year. You can see July only 500. We have to see how we go in the next few months. If you see the cutoffs, most of the pro rata occupations you can see NA, not applicable. So I had this question on my YouTube channel saying that, or asking me, what about this NA? What is this NA? So NA is not applicable because they are only inviting certain occupations. What's actually happening here is, due to high levels of demand for certain occupations only, which are critical sectors, they are inviting only occupations related to those critical sectors which are useful for COVID, and they're not inviting the other occupations. If you see ICT occupations, all these ICT occupations, business and systems analysts, multimedia specialists and web developers, software and application programmers, which includes software engineer, developer programmer, analyst programmer, and software and application programmers not elsewhere classified. The most popular occupation group perhaps 0 invitations in July. Database and systems administrator and ICT security specialist 0. Computer network professionals unit group 0. There are many occupations which did not get invited at all. Now let's go back to the description of occupation ceilings. Occupation ceiling values are based on a percentage of stock employment figures for each occupation. Now, it's very important, if you're a prospective migrant, to follow this website, Labour Market Information Portal, lmip.gov.au, which gives you unemployment rate from time to time. So yesterday we got unemployment rate as well. July 2020, 7.5 unemployment rate. So if you compare unemployment rate time series in the last 25 years, so from July 1995 to July 2020, you can see the unemployment rate, how it fluctuated. So from 1995, it was in 8 points, 8-pointer, like in IELTS, we got 8-pointer. Here, July 1995, 8.4. And by July 2000, that dropped to 6. And July 2005, it even dropped, and it was 5. July 2010, 5.3, so increase of 0.3. And then July 2015, further increase, it went up to 6.3. Now from 6.3 in the next 5 years, it actually reduced. In 2016, 5.7, 2017, 5.6, 2018, 5.3, 2019, 5.2. So from 2015 to 19, the unemployment rate actually decreased. Now suddenly in 2019, we see it increased to 7.5, and the actual figures could be even worse if there was no job keeper and no job seeker in Australia, which is a stimulus program brought by the federal government. And there are other stimulus programs by state governments as well. Now, if you have realized, the unemployment rate is increasing month by month, and in August it could even be worse because of a lockdown in Victoria. Now, going back to occupation ceilings, the bottom line in this video, you have to understand that you shouldn't get too excited when occupation ceiling numbers are released, because they actually don't say anything. At the end of the day, you have to see how many invitations you're getting under which occupation. So every time you get a new invitation result out, the occupation ceiling figures get updated. So the next time you see August 189 results, go to occupation ceilings and see if you got any invitations at all under ICT if you're from ICT occupation. For example, currently software and application programmers is 0. After August results, if it is 10, which means 10 people got invited from software and application programmers group. If it is still 0, which means no ICT programmer from software and application programmers got invited. So that's how you know who got invited from which occupation. Just because there's a value of 8,405 software and application programmers as occupation ceiling, it doesn't mean that the government should invite 8,000 or more people. It is not illegal to do so, because occupation ceiling is only a cap, but they are not obligated to give that many invitations. So stay tuned for more on Sujith Talks. Subscribe to Sujith Talks YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon. Like my Facebook page, Sujith Talks it is. And if you wanted immigration advice, just go to my website, schedule a phone or a video consultation on sujithtalks.com. My name is Sujith Billa, registered migration agent here in Melbourne.